ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington Huskies. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Utes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll try the left side. And the first play is stuffed, and the visitors know they're not exactly being welcomed in this place.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the tailback.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Huskies in the hurry-up. Williams will pass. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Gonna run it. It's Bray. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wilson will throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
On the run, still looking. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You're dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own Looking to throw on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brand. At the 45 on its way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Utes want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They'll leave it with him. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
That keeps the score. Utah 14, Washington 7.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And he goes down right there. That way he's going to lose yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
The give to the back. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. And he's still running after the move. He's loose on the right. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Dances away to buy time. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Offense with jumbo personnel. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Gets the back moving. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams looking for a man. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here.
so careful too, David. So 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too because everybody's staring at the quarterback so you can get a really good break.
Oh, he's got some space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play-action fake. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw again. Looking to buy time. He turns it loose to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
Well, that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
This is why Lysacle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Williams will pass. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback, He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And back to the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense returns ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's got it on! Finds a seam! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Using his feet to buy time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using his feet. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Washington right back to the line. Williams looking for a man. Using his legs to buy some time. Just shedding tackles. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Second down.
Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Wilson to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Now the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Watkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Williams will pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Power football with the run. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deke's Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Williams looking for a man. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Looking to get it in. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. Trying to power it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. Here's the pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
The give on the option. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. At the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wilson to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The snap sets up to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no 3-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with the dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? We'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center quarterback exchange.
Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Good enough for 1st down.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. These corners backing off a bit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Utah.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run.